than a tent in Fermanagh today, because we have got some heavy showers in the forecast. But actually for most of us it's a very pleasant afternoon out there with a fair amount of sunshine around, and with lighter winds than we saw yesterday. It is generally feeling a little bit warmer as well. So no real action on the weather chart at the moment, just fairly light winds. The isobars well spaced across Scotland and Northern Ireland. That front over the near continent though will need some watching, as you'll see in just a moment. But it's scattered showers in the forecast for Northern Ireland this afternoon and across Scotland too. Not as many as we saw yesterday here, and not that wind either, so in between the showers in the sunshine it shouldn't feel too bad at all. Temperatures touching around 15-16 degrees in Aberdeen, for example. Once we get down into northern England, a drier story here. A bit of patchy high cloud around though across the Midlands, making the sunshine a little bit hazier at times and maybe even producing one or two light showers. But essentially it's a dry afternoon, I think, for most of southern England, whereas across Wales, again, some of that high cloud might just be enough to produce the odd light shower. But you'll be unlucky, I think, if you see more than one or two of those. And temperatures into the mid to high teens with very light winds. It's feeling reasonably pleasant. Now, through this evening and overnight, we will tend to lose the showers across the northern half of the UK and get clear skies. That means it is going to be quite a chilly night. Touch of ground frost possible almost anywhere really from the Midlands northwards. Further south, though, you remember I mentioned that weather front. Well, here it is, pushing some rain up across southernmost parts of England, along with a blanket of cloud that will keep temperatures somewhat higher here. And that's actually a trend we can see for the week ahead. Temperatures will be on the rise, particularly across England and Wales, and for most of us, a drier spell of weather, certainly compared to what we've had over the last couple of weeks. Not completely dry, though. That front really doesn't want to go away during Monday across that southeast corner. There'll be another one nudging in from the Atlantic later on into the northwest of Scotland. So a bit of a damp day all in all, I think, across that southeast corner of England, particularly to the south and east of London. Some heavy rain possible for a shield of cloud extending up through the Midlands. There's that rain just fringing into the far northwest of Scotland later on. But in between, a lovely day actually for most of us, dry with some sunshine coming through and temperatures again in the mid to high teens. That'll feel pleasant enough with that wind staying quite light. Now, for Monday night into Tuesday, we've got this ridge of high pressure pushing up all the way from the Azores. That keeps things settled across the southern half of the UK. You'll notice, though, those Atlantic weather fronts just draped across Scotland and Northern Ireland. Fairly weak feature, though, I think, for Tuesday. So just giving some patchy outbreaks of rain here and there, particularly across western Scotland and Northern Ireland. Further south in the sunshine, there's temperature just beginning to nudge up a touch. It's the same sort of pattern, really, through to the middle of the week. Again, the ridge keeping those weather fronts across the northern half of the UK. Perhaps some heavier rain for a time across western Scotland as that front runs through, but a fairly weak feature during daytime on Wednesday. Those temperatures you can see getting up into the low 20s further south in that sunshine. So feeling really, I think, like summer. Great weather, in fact, for the Chelsea Flower Show. By the time we get into Thursday, well, that front's really a very weak feature, just draped across the northern half of the UK. Still keeping a bit more in the way of cloud here, perhaps one or two showers. Whereas further south, it's going to really start to feel quite warm and humid, I think. That humidity increasing all the while as the temperatures pick up. And that might be enough to bring a change for the end of the week. Very high temperatures are expected over the near continent. That's likely to produce some heavy thundery rain. That'll start to nudge its way up towards the UK. Much more settled further north, mind you, by then. Pleasant enough in the sunshine, but that heavy rain, a little bit of doubt about how quickly it'll come north.